Bye. Hey guys, welcome here to my channel. My name is Taylor. If you're new here, thank you for joining me today. I am so glad that you decided to click on my video. Today we are going to dive into the topic of productivity. So once I had my son, I decided to quit my full-time job and be a stay-at-home mom, but I also make YouTube videos and work on artwork and do other freelance work on the side too. So I had to learn pretty quickly how to balance work, home, and becoming a new mom. So this video is for you if you're in a similar situation, or really anyone in general who wants to boost their productivity and live the life you've always dreamed of. I'm in no way a productivity expert, but I have learned a few things the past few months and I wanted to share these tips with you. So let's get started. The first tip I have is to start the night before and set yourself up for success. How many of us know that if we stay up so late or make bad choices at night, then it will affect us in the morning? Some practical ways of setting yourself up for success in the evening is to get a good nighttime routine. Go to bed at a good time so that way you can wake up when you want to wake up and get enough sleep. And another thing that I've been doing is setting my phone away from my bed, putting it on the charger 30 minutes before I go to bed. That way I'm able to just wind down and not be tempted to just scroll on my phone for hours. Another thing that I like to do is to set some water aside by my bed. That way I can have something to drink in the middle of the night or in the morning when I wake up and I feel dehydrated and just need some refreshment. Along with that too, in the evening, I like to just take literally 5 minutes and just pick up the house because I feel like it's a clean slate for the morning. When I wake up in the morning, I don't want to just be overwhelmed with like a messy house. So I generally will spend 5-10 minutes in the evening. Another thing you can do is to do something that you enjoy in the evening. Personally, I like to read a book, even if it's just a page, depending on how tired I am. Maybe you can do something like watercoloring or something else to kind of wind down and get yourself in a good headspace, a good just atmosphere, peace, so that way you can go to bed and in the morning wake up and be productive. The second tip is kind of applies to more like the stay-at-home mom or dad type, but get ready every morning even if you're just staying at home. I now stay at home about 80% of the time, and if I wake up and I actually get dressed, do my hair, put on some makeup, doesn't have to be anything crazy, just some simple steps. It could take 5 minutes to do all of that, and I am 1,000 times more productive during the day. If I wake up and I am just in my pajamas all day, I naturally just want to be lazy all day. And I think that there's days for that. I think 1 or 2 days a week, if you're just at home with your family, lazy in your pajamas, great. But I'm talking about the days that you actually want to get up and do things. Just making those simple steps of getting dressed, putting makeup on, feeling good, feeling confident, it really does affect your productivity. The third tip for how to be more productive is to clean up as you go. I don't know about you, but if I live in a cluttered, dirty, messy space, I feel cluttered and dirty and scatterbrained, and I can't focus and I can't be productive. So something that I've implemented is, I guess, clean up as you go. Resetting the room is another term I've heard. Basically, it's just after you use something in a room or an item, you put it back in its place. Super simple to do. Let's say you're cuddling up with a blanket on the couch. You just fold it and put it back where the blankets go. You use a cup in the morning for your coffee. You set it in the sink or the dishwasher. After you get home and you take off your shoes, you don't just leave them, you put them away. And for us too, since our bed is the main focal point of basically our house, if our bed is not made, I feel like I'm not ready to start my day. It's really weird, but if our bed is made, I'm like, okay, let's go, let's be productive. So I think we sometimes forget that our visual atmosphere actually does affect how we respond to our environment and therefore how productive we are. And for me, if my house is clean, if things are in order, then I feel like I don't have to just sit and think about all the things that I have to do to clean my house, and I can focus on other things that I want to get done that day, which has helped a ton. The fourth tip that I want to give in order to be more productive is to make a checklist. I am 100% a checklist person. I literally have a checklist for everything. I use the reminders app on my phone for checklists like grocery list, household shopping list, thrift, want list, gift list, and I think that's it, and just any other random list. And then I use this app called TickTick, which is great for kind of more extensive lists, and you can organize things based on categories, because I feel like sometimes it's overwhelming and stressful when we have all of these things stimulating us of like, oh, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. And if we just take 2 seconds, we write it down in our phone in a checklist, it gets it out of your brain, and then you can focus on some other things and prioritize some other things. So that way you're not thinking, oh my gosh, I have to remember to do that thing, when you already wrote it down, and you're reminding your future self that you wanted to do that. So every morning before we start our work days, my husband and I, we will take 10 minutes and go over our checklist for the day. And so then I go ahead and we prioritize the things that we want to get to for sure that day. And then we'll go in and list the things that we can maybe get to tomorrow, or if we get to them today, great. So that seriously helps us so much by making a checklist. I don't think I could function without a checklist. The fifth thing that you can do to be more productive is to track your time. I think often we have all these goals and we even make checklists for things, but if we're not tracking our time, then sometimes a lot of time is wasted without us knowing exactly where our time is going. So my husband and I use this app called, what is the app called? 1 second. Hey, I'm tracking my time right now. YouTube filming. The app is called ATracker. So basically how the app works is you have all of these categories of tasks, so you can make them up yourself. And basically it's super easy. You just click on the task when you're doing that task. And then at the end of the day, at the end of the week, you can see all these pie charts, super nerdy, I know, but it's amazing, of like where your time is going. And I have a goal of working at least 40 hours a week. So I'm actually able to go in and see how much time am I actually working. So for me personally, I only track things that are work related. My husband likes to also track literally everything he does. So if he's on social media, or if he's hanging out with his family, or if he's commuting, for him, that is good for him. He just wants to track everything and see everything he's doing. But for me, I don't track the household stuff. I just track the work stuff. So whatever system works for you, but honestly, it has helped a ton for us to see at the end of the day, the week, the month, where our time is going and how we can grow in certain areas and be more productive. The next thing I want to share is to make attainable goals for yourself and reward yourself for making those goals. In the past, I have added like way too many things to my checklist for the day, and then I'm disappointed in myself when I don't get them all done. But instead, I would say set yourself up for success. List the things in your checklist that you know that you'll be able to get done today. And if you get all those done and then do other things you didn't plan, then it just feels better. You feel good about yourself. And something else that someone once told me is to do the thing you don't want to do in the morning. So do the thing you are not looking forward to doing first thing. That way you can do the more fun things or things that you're looking forward to after that. So something that I like to do to kind of reward myself for attaining my goals, and I don't do this all the time, but I like to watch things by myself. So I like to watch historical fiction, movies or TV shows, and I love romance too. And this is something that I don't get to do very often because I'm married and I have a baby, so I consider it a reward, which I look forward to. Whatever that is for you though, that is something that you can put in front of yourself to kind of like, if I get this many things done, then I can do that. And when I'm watching things, I also like to couple it with working on some artwork. Like sometimes I'll work on some watercolor or just anything that I just enjoy for no purpose other than to rest. The seventh thing I like to do in order to be more productive is to feed your mind while you're doing mundane things. Laundry, dishes, household chores, these are things that we can't really escape. And like I said, they have to get done in order for other things to get done so that your house is clean so you can be more productive. So something that I really enjoy doing, and to me makes doing these mundane things exciting and something I look forward to, is I'll listen to audiobooks. You can also listen to podcasts or even listen to YouTube videos while you work. So just something to feed your mind while you work. And for me, it really helps the time go by faster when doing those things that maybe aren't the most fun. So those are the tips that I wanted to share in order to boost your productivity and live the life you've always dreamed of, do the things that you've always wanted to do. And if you're looking for some further resources or reading, a book that I would recommend is called Atomic Habits My husband and I actually listened to the audio version of this on a road trip, and it is so good, so helpful if you're looking to build some better habits and get rid of some habits that you want to get rid of that aren't so good. So I hope you guys liked this video. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and let me know in the comments if there are any ways that you have implemented in your life to be more productive. I'll see you guys next time.